Hello, hello. I know it's a little late on a Tuesday, and I'm normally here in the first thing in the morning, but life is life, and we love life. So, welcome to, believe this is the 9th podcast of this year. And although not much has adjusted from last week, I do have one new thing I'm working on, and I worked on it on the Oregon coast. It was absolutely gorgeous. I'll pop through some gorgeous shots of our bay view. Like always, we'll go through fiber prep, spinning, knitting, crochet, and then acquisitions. Simple, sweet, straight to the point with a whole bunch of pictures and visuals. So without further ado, the only spinning that is currently on the wheel is that Siri alpaca that I'm doing in the 4 shades of brown. I'm just gonna pop that in here. I only got to 3 out of the 4 for the first ply. Haven't even started the second ply because, like I said, we went to the coast for like most of last week. But I did get to work on the shawl. I started here's the lovely shawl. I don't even remember what this one was called. That doesn't help anybody, does it? Okay, this is the Flower Garden Shawl. And it is in this lovely book here. Yeah, this is made for sock yarn, but I hand spun some sock weighted yarn and we called it good. And it is actually working out really, really pretty. And as you can see, I'm starting those lace work rows at the top. Now this is like an 8-stitch repeat, so it goes pretty fast. But I have learned to double check my counts because they will sneak up on you, and then you have to unknit. There's no ripping it out. You it's so sticky, you have to unknit it. But it is turning out so pretty. Isn't that lovely? See, you can see the orange. It actually works. So I am in the middle of the row. And there's that much left. And how many rows were left? Oh my goodness. Mess that up. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 rows left? I think we can do it. I think I can get 8 rows out of that. We hope so, because we can't make any more. That is a die lot all on its own. So hopefully by next time I can have that, have this all done and in its beauty. So pretty to work with, but it was so busy. It's hard to find a quiet minute. Even though I was at the coast, I was with like 12 other people and 2 kids that were 4 and 2. They keep you on your toes. It's not exactly quiet and still when you have littles of that age around. And it's been a while since I had littles of that age around, but it was lovely. The only other thing I'm in the middle of knitting is that little hand mitts. Yeah, I haven't gotten back to them yet. Maybe this winter. What I did do is for crochet, the elf coat is on pause, so I can pop up old pictures of it, but the elf coat's on pause. I started the spider dream top. Now it is on Etsy. Wow, no, it's on Ravelry. It's on Ravelry, and pattern. It is a pay-for pattern. Super cute. It's worked up from the arm over. And I started it on Friday, so I've been working on and off for about 4 days now. I am using Cotton Kings, and there was 1,000 meters. So more than enough to do this top. Ugh. I almost wish I started from the outside though. Not sure how my skin will do with this limey green, but I hold it up. There you go. So I am in the middle of a row, but that's okay. We'll flip that one to the front. All right, so it starts with the sleeve. It's a nice big sleeve. I'm just following as the pattern is, which will give you about a size 10 in American Standard. I'll measure it when I'm done, so we actually give you sizes. And I'm using a G hook. It's but I couldn't find an actual G-hook, so I'm using one of these, which is fine. So it's a 4.5. 4.5. Camera, there you are. So it's a little different doing regular crochet with that, but not a big deal. So I'm doing here, and I'm just starting to work up the last set of charts. So the final page. So I am liking it so far. Then we'll work around and make the other sleeve and get the side together, but it's falling right where it should fall. My clothes are a little bulky, but that's okay. What y'all think? Is it like sunshine? Lime green to the orange. And it's just starting to turn pink. There it goes. Fold in half. There's paper down here. And you can work it neck down as well and break for the sleeves. So if you want to work it this way versus sideways versus this way, you can. One of the really cool things about this pattern, if I can find them, I don't, scratch that, I didn't print off that part, is at the very end of the pattern, there's the last few pages where the pattern really stops and then there's extras, and different people are talking about how they worked up the top and the things that they've changed, like adding extra rows. If you're wider across, you add extra rows. You can add an extra set of stitches, and they tell you that this has to be divisible by so many, so you can take out one if you have really skinny arms, or add some if your arms are bigger. No big deal, go each way. And she tells you how to adjust the pattern. Part of it's just like adding extra chain stitches and whatnot, so pretty easy things, or repeating a row and adding extra chain stitches in between, because on part of this you go skinny to wide, so 1 2 3 4, or 1 1 2 2 3 3, something like that, so it widens out. So easy to change and adjust to your size, which is why I wanted to try it, so I could figure out and adjust it and play with it, because I have a lot of wrap, it's a wrap style yarns like this. It's a number 2, excuse me. It's a number 2 cotton. So it's gonna be nice and light. Throw it over a t-shirt, a tank top. I guess in the winter you can throw it over a long sleeve. It should be cute. And just whatever colors you want to do. But I wanted to see how much variance I could get out of it. Or I could just sit here and do this all day. But that's pretty much everything I am working on to show how it wraps up the side, which is cute. And it's a pretty quick workup. I think once I work through the whole pattern once, it'll be twice as fast for the second one. So it's trying to figure out what the pattern is saying, since it's not written the way I'm used to reading it, which is not a big deal. It's just, you've got to work around it. And there's charts. So if you like working by charts, there's charts. If you're trying to figure out what the chart says, you read it and then look at the chart, and then you go, oh yeah, that. So that is pretty good. I don't know what that top bit is. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, I only have like 4 rows to go to close the side, and I'm done. Lots of double crochets and chain stitches. And next, I'm going to see if the multi-strand works and work it out in this. It'll be a bit moodier. Or this one. Cotton Kings is by Hobie. Not affiliated, just have the yarn. It's just been trying to get down here to do this, but yesterday I was too tired, and I'm still really tired. So if it seems like I'm a little rambly, I do apologize. I'm making a whole bunch of noise. Saying if I'm rambling, I'm sorry, I apologize. But it's It was a fun weekend, but it was a long weekend, and I'm still recovering from it, which is all right. So I hope everyone is having a lovely time creating, getting out of their head and into their hands. And for new watchers, thank you for sticking to the end, and for all my, loyal subscribers? For all my friends that are still watching, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Have a great time crocheting, knitting, and all the spinning. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.